welcome back, campers. I'm Mr. McDaniel. Remember to believe in yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever it is that you're viewing this video. Welcome back. Look forward to seeing you in class. You guys have been a great joy and a blessing this summer, and I hope you're having a great summer learning. I mean, you should do this every summer. Just take a little bit of time out of your day and go back and work on the skills that are important, because it's going to help you build on your learning foundation. It's going to push you so far ahead into the future. It's going to make a big difference. What we're going to cover today is geometry. Ooh. And it's just with the measure of shapes. So we're going to talk about different types of shapes. And one we're going to talk about, the objective today, is the area of the rectangle and the parallelogram. Man, that sounds like really, really big language right there. We know rectangle, but that parallelogram, that's a lot to say 10 times fast. But parallel means just to run side by side like that. So that's parallel. And that's parallel. So when we look at a parallelogram, those sides run side by side. So you can get a rectangle, a parallelogram. That just means that the sides run along the same plane as the other side. So these two sides are parallel and those two sides are parallel. It makes it a parallelogram. And then a rectangle, it's just a different shape of a square, because we know when we talk about a square, all four sides are the same. So this will be 4 and that will be 4. So if this is 4, that's 4, if that's 4, that's 4. And so it's all the same. But a rectangle would be the base and the height of the sides would be different measurements altogether. So vocabulary is important also in this particular, covering this particular standard when we come to simplifying or solving. And we're going to talk about inverse operations in this particular example. When we talk about measuring area. So what is area? Area is the space, all of the space on the face of a shape. It could be a circle or a square, but all of this is the area. This is all the surface area within the square. So how do we solve for the area? In this example we have, and this is when we talk about inverse operation, 8s is equal to 80 yards squared. Why? Because it's a square. So we have 8 here and we have s here. S is an unknown. So we know the value of 8, so it'll be written out as 8s is equal to 80 yards squared. Well, this is a term, but in this term we're multiplying 8 times an unknown variable, unknown amount, and the variable is s. But on this side we have 80. So if we want to get rid of this 8, we have to do an inverse operation. The opposite operation of multiplication is division. So we divide 8 over here to cancel this out to give us s. So what if we do on this side? We have to do on this side. So when we divide 80 by 8, it gives us 10. So we know then that s is equal to 10. So the area here is 80 yards. This side is 10 and that side is 8. So as far as square yards, so we're using this square as yards, this would be at 80 square yards inside of here. This length is only 10 yards and this base is only 8 yards, but everything together inside will measure 80 yards. When would you use something like this? If you were buying a house in your bedroom, if you took a measuring tape, you went across this way and that way, and you want to solve how much carpet will you need, that's what you'll use this particular skill for. So this is a true math application skill. And I want to also, just as a footnote, when you're taking your test in your math FSA, and they have a shape turned this way and they have different shapes turned different ways, it doesn't make a difference. They ask you to solve for the area, you can this number times that number. That's all you're doing. So if they give you a 3 here and a 7 there, the area here is 21 squared. So it doesn't make a difference. So don't get confused because the shape may be turned different ways. If it's a parallelogram or a rectangle and you're solving for the area, it's base times height. Well, which one is the base? Which one's times height? It doesn't make a difference. Don't get so confused regarding which one is the base and which one is the height. You just have to multiply 2 numbers, this side times that side, or this side that side, or whatever. But not these two, because these two are the same. So you got to make sure you pick the opposing sides. All right? And it's almost like you want to pick the opposite sides of the angles. So height and base. And you just multiply by each other. So remember, in solving this, when you have a variable involved in solving for base and height, remember you use the inverse operation as part of the problem of the solution. So this is what we just covered today, area of a rectangle and parallelogram. And vocabulary is important in the operation that you'll use if you are solving for an unknown side. So I'm Mr. McDaniel, look forward to seeing you in class, and make sure, believe in yourself. Take care.